Hey everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how to do a layout with Dream Maker cardstock and storybook papers and stickers, along with some images from the digital art collection. So all of these products are available right now, and you can still get the storybook collection online. So these are the papers and the stickers. And this is the Dream Maker cardstock. It's the Sundance piece. And then the images, I've cut some out from the digital art collection storybook. And I'll put links to all of these products in the description below. So the pictures I'm going to scrapbook, of course, are going to be of the Renaissance Festival. This is a couple years ago when my husband and I lived in Tennessee. We went to the Renfen, it's located between Franklin and Murfreesboro. So we went there for an afternoon. So I'm going to use these die cuts from Storybook, and sadly they are sold out. That's the only Storybook product that is sold out. However, you can cut a similar one using the digital art collection on your cutting machine, okay? All right, let's get started. I'm going to cut this Dream Maker paper down to 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut this piece of Storybook at 8 inches. Pretty simple design. It'll be the same on both sides. And then I've already cut my mats in black and mulberry for my photos. Then I'm going to cut the striped paper from Storybook. I'm going to create a border, so I'm cutting a 1/2 inch by 12 inches, and that'll get us started. Okay, so I'm just going to lay things out. So I'm going to go ahead and trim out some of the stickers from the carrier sheet. It's easier to lay things out and figure out where to put them when they're not sticky on the back yet. So I like to cut things out from the carrier sheet to figure out my layout. Okay, so I'm using 2 pieces of white DZ so that I didn't have to use a full 12 by 12 piece of patterned paper as my base. So this is a way to use smaller pieces. Then I'm going to add some mist shimmer trim. So now I'm going to just kind of place things out and figure out where I want them to go. Okay. So I only took a couple of pictures that day. It was rainy and muddy and kind of sloppy. It doesn't look like in the pictures, but it was. And so I just didn't get my phone out to take very many pictures, but I managed to get a few while we were waiting for the jousting to start. And I took a couple of pictures of this castle that this guy really lives in. Pretty cool. Okay, so these are some shields that I cut from Storybook Digital Art, and I've layered them. So I have Seabrook and then black and then some of the dreamy holographic papers. And then I'm going to alternate them with some of these flag stickers from the Storybook sticker collection. So I'm just cutting them out and laying them out down below this striped border piece. So off camera, I'll trim down that striped border piece so that they're the same length as the black mat on both sides. Okay, so that's the general layout. And then I've cut this banner also from the digital art collection, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling. So I've cut out the the stand and then the banner. And then I cut out this trumpet and this other banner. I wasn't sure which was going to fit on my layout, so that is not going to work. So I'm going to use the other one. And some of the swords I cut out using holographic paper and some more of the pattern papers and some of that Dream Maker cardstock. Okay, so now these letters, this font is actually called Storybook. It's not Close to My Heart Storybook. It's a really, really old cartridge. It's like one of the first that Cricut came out with. And it's the font, and it's called Storybook. So I cut out all of my letters, and I do realize that I'm spelling Renaissance incorrectly when as I'm laying things out. But when I went to glue things down, I corrected it. So I didn't notice that until I started editing my video here, and I realized I laid them down wrong, but I fixed it. Okay, so I've got my letters set up, and that's generally the layout. Okay, skip ahead. Off camera, I have glued everything, most everything down, and now I can start adding my embellishments. So this striped piece, I have trimmed both sides down so they're equal to the black mat. And I have kind of loosely followed pattern number 19 for Make It From Your Heart Volume 5, and I do realize that Volume 5 is no longer available, so I've taken a snapshot of the pattern, and I'll have that at the end of the video. And if you can freeze frame it, you'll get the dimensions. I've kind of altered them just a smidge to be able to fit my photos with my photo mat, but it's the general layout is that pattern. Okay, so I'm just gluing everything down. And then the crowns that you see up above, the black outlines are the paperboard embellishments, the die cut embellishments from Storybook, and they match up to the stickers. So I layered them over the stickers and glued them down so that the crowns have color behind them. Didn't notice that until I started playing around with the embellishments, and then I'm like, hey, they match up. So I've got them all layered up there. So I'm creating kind of a little embellishment cluster on the top left of my photos. And then we'll start working on the right side, and it's pretty much, it's the same thing. I'm just gluing everything down and alternating the shields with those flag stickers. Okay, so we have all of that laid out, and then we'll add another crown and another sword. And then I'll do my journaling on that banner off camera later on. Not sure which direction I want it to lay this sword down. I fuss with them quite a bit, then I think that'll work. Okay, and this the sword is also a paperboard outline, and then I've layered underneath it some of that holographic dreamy paper. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so to add some more bling, I've got these crystals that are from Pink Fresh Studios. They're the Essential Jewels, and this color, it was a close match to mulberry. So I'm just going to scatter a whole bunch of them all around. And then off camera, I'll glue everything. I also added a couple of tiny stickers up above that banner on the right side on the black cardstock. I did that off camera as well, and I'll have some close-up shots at the end. So again, all of these supplies are available, and I will make a list with links in the description below, and I'll put a link to that Cricut collection as well. And you can do some shopping. So the Dream Maker collection is available May 1st while supplies last, and I have a feeling it's going to sell out pretty quickly. So I'll put links, and there's all kinds of awesome products with the Dream Maker collection. Okay, there's my finished layout. Pretty simple. I'll have some close-up shots right here. Lots of fun. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And currently I'm publishing one layout video a week and one card video a week, each week. Okay? And here's that pattern. And thanks for watching.